everyone, I'm Nizza. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys a couple of days ago on Instagram, well actually probably weeks ago now since I am pre-filming this. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions and the results are in. They're on my phone right here. Of course I'm gonna be pulling them up on the screen so you can also see, and I'm also going to be reading them out loud. The most basic question I got like a couple of times is, how old are you? I am 20 years old. I'm 20 and a half actually. I wish I was 17 or like literally 3 years old because I do not want to grow up at all. Like, the more you grow up, the more responsibilities you have, and no one told me that as a child. So when I was a child, I really wanted to grow up. Like, I couldn't wait to live on my own and do stuff my own way, and now I'm doing that, and it's just kind of it's too much responsibility, but you know, I'm handling it as best as I can. The next question I got is from Nskish. And they say, what is your first rule in life? And when I first saw this question, like, I didn't really understand it, like, what's a rule, because I don't like rules and I don't have any rules in life. I always say that I don't like to say like I'm never doing that or I'm never doing this because no one knows what might happen. So I don't have any rules, but like some principles that I follow in life, especially right now in this moment of my life, is to try to not to worry. Like, don't be nervous is my number one rule in life, because I am a very anxious person, and I realized at some point that actually being nervous reaps nothing. Like, nothing. Like, if you're, no matter how nervous you are not fixing the situation. And I've learned in the last year of living in Berlin that when you have a problem, instead of sitting and worrying about it, just get up and do something about it. And yeah, that is my biggest thing right now in life. And of course, another thing is to focus on the good things. And one of my other principles is that life is what you make of it. It's like everything is what you make of it, basically. So if you look at things positively, everything good will happen in your life, and I truly believe this. Yeah, to me it's all about good energy and good vibes and thinking positively in order to, you know, change whatever is bad in your life. And yeah, I think it's really important to not to worry and not to let the bad things get you down. Yeah, I guess I would say that. I don't know if that was a good answer. I don't know if that's what you asked me, but hopefully it was. And then the same person asked, what is your number one dream? And when I read this, I was like, what is it? Like, what is it? Like, it's just to be a very successful, happy person, but I can't say in what exactly. But I know how I imagine my life to be, and that is my dream, to achieve that. But it's not one specific thing of like, oh, I want to be a famous celebrity or I want to live in LA or anything like that. It's just about my mental state and my own personal feeling of success and happiness, and it's not about a concrete thing that I want to accomplish. So I know it sounds stupid to say and it doesn't really sound like an answer, but my biggest dream is to be happy and to be in the best mental state as possible. I mean, being a YouTuber was my dream, and now it's my daily life, and I must say it's not what I imagined it would be, but I am completely in love with doing that. So yeah, I guess that is my answer to what is my number one dream, is to just be the best version of myself. And I know that I'll do anything to accomplish that dream. It's just, it takes time to do that. You need to grow, things need to happen, you need to experience stuff. And yeah, also a big thing is I don't know what career path I'm gonna choose in life, even though I have to do that pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm just good at many things, but not the best in any one thing. So it's hard for me to choose what to do because I'm very interested in many different things, but I don't have a thing where I'm like very talented in or I'm like the best in. So I don't have a favorite thing, I guess. Like, I don't have like one dream that I could say, oh, if I do that, yeah, that I would be happy. Like, except maybe, I don't know, if you asked me this 5 years ago before I met my boyfriend, I would have said marry Harry Styles, like for sure. Like for sure I would have said my number one dream is that, and it used to be that, but it's not anymore. So yeah, I will say that I know it's a weird answer, but my number one dream is to be the best version of myself, no matter where I am and no matter what I'm doing. I just want to be mentally healthy and well, and have the best energy around me and have the best people around me. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I don't know, but let's move on to another one. The next question is Anna of Mama asks, what do you study in Berlin? I study graphic design and visual communications. It is a super interesting subject for me. When I decided to study graphic design, I did not know what graphic design was. Like I swear to God, I did not know what graphic design was. I just knew I needed to be in Berlin and I needed to study on something art related, and I couldn't really do fashion design because I can't draw, and I thought, like, my thought process was I will study graphic design first to, you know, get some skills of different software programs, different you know, techniques, and maybe a little bit of drawing, and then I would study fashion design next, because we also do have another question here that says, do you study fashion design? And I don't, but I will probably soon, because it is one of my biggest passions, and I do think that I should be studying on fashion design, but that doesn't mean that I don't like studying on graphic design, because I really do, and I'm just not the best at it. Like, all of my other course mates are the best at it, and I'm really not, but I'm doing whatever I can, and I'm really learning a lot and developing a lot, even though, as I mentioned, I had no idea what graphic design was before. Yeah, the next question is is from Nora Yoping, and she says, how come you always have ideas for everything? Creativity's color palette, outfit of the day. My thing that I take pride in, and the thing that I can do, is creativity. So in graphic design, even though I'm not good at illustration or any of the software programs, I still manage to do something good because I'm very creative, and that's what my lecturers or my professors always say to me, and also my course mates. So it's kind of become like my thing that I rely very heavily on. It's just my creativity, you know, that certain type of je ne sais quoi that I have, and so I can't really explain what it is. I don't know how that is that way. It's just the way my mind works, and the biggest thing for me is getting inspiration, obviously, and the biggest place that I get inspiration from is honestly Instagram. I follow so many different artists, you know, makeup artists, installation artists, whatever, performance artists, so many different people on there, and also fashion bloggers, obviously. Even though I rarely get any inspiration from fashion bloggers, I still think it's interesting to look at what the current trends are, even though I never dress according to that. So yeah, it's really hard to answer the question how I am so creative, or how come I always have ideas. It's just the way that my brain works, and just the fact that I get a bunch of inspiration every single day and every single time I pick up my phone. So yeah, I guess that also did not really answer your question. I'm sorry, but it's really hard to explain that, and I just think that you should explore deep into your mind and try to get as much inspiration as you can, and yeah, then you will get ideas. I don't know, you know, read a lot of books, scroll a lot of Instagram, I don't know what to say. Just get inspiration, and then you will get ideas, is what my advice would be. I should have prepared better for, like, but I just thought that I would not prepare, and it would be more honest and more, you know, raw, and kind of feel like you and me are actually talking. I didn't want to, like, read the questions and prepare my answers, so that's why this video is a little bit blabbery. Like, I'm sorry that I don't really have answers to all these questions. Oh my god. Burger Sauce also asks, who's your boyfriend and how long have you been together? My boyfriend is Eva. He is a year younger than me. We went to the same school together, and we've been together for more than 4 years now. Tandalo Gabjalia says, please tell me how to get W Magazine to write an article about me. So yeah, W Magazine wrote an article about me and my friends. We had a little concept store, not little, I think it was actually like 100 square meters. It was down in a basement in Tbilisi. It was like the coolest thing definitely the coolest thing that I've ever done in my life. Me and 4 of my best friends did it together. We called it Wasted. I came up with the name. Wasted as in wasted clothing that then you reuse. You get me? You get me? You get it right. So we had a thrift store, like vintage concept store, and it definitely was like one of the best experiences of our lives. And then W Magazine was there for Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. W Magazine was in Tbilisi, and they heard about our store and the fact that it was created by basically 11th graders or 10th graders even. I don't even remember right now, but we were super young, and we did everything with our I was gonna say our own money, but our parents' money. So basically no one sponsored us. We asked big companies in Georgia to sponsor us, just a little bit, like fund us just a little bit. We needed, I think, around like 500 euros. I keep saying everything in euros, but like, yeah, around 500 euros or dollars or whatever. And no one gave that to us. And then, yeah, we profited within the first month, I think. And it was super cool. So yeah, W Magazine did write an article about us, and thank you, Tandalo, for letting me give myself a promotion like that. I will link the story down below. I don't think many people have seen it, but yeah, cool fact about me, I was in W Magazine, but it was only like the online version, by the way. And yeah, to answer your question on how to get W Magazine to write an article about you, is to just do something that no one else is doing and be young. I guess that's the formula. I don't know. Innocent Victim asks, not Q&A material, but did you make those neon green earrings that you were wearing on your story? Sick. Yes, wait, I actually have them right here. I made these for my boyfriend, and I made some for myself as well. I love making earrings. It's one of my biggest passions. I've been doing it for over 2 years now. I am gonna, at some point in my life, start selling them because I think they are amazing. So this one says Jerome, and this one just says Jay. My boyfriend's name is not Jerome, by the way, disclaimer. His name is Eva, but I just like to call him Jerome. No, just kidding. We just came up with some funny names to call each other, and he is Jerome. And yeah, the earrings that I'm wearing right now, I actually made 2. Yeah, I make them with literally anything that I find in the street. Like, I found things on the street, like anything that has a hole, I'm putting it on my ear. Like anything. Like if you go through my Instagram, I'm wearing like clothes hangers on my ear and like weird stuff like that. It's definitely one of my signature things. So yeah, thank you for asking that question, and thank you for saying that they're sick. Maybe I will sell them someday. I'm not sure, but I think I want to, but I'm not sure. Next question is, have you ever visited Gudani? Which I have. Funny story, so Gudani is basically like a district in Tbilisi that maybe not many people have been to, I don't know, but I've definitely been there. We went there for one of my best friend's birthdays, like I think 4 years ago, 4 years ago already? No, 3 years, no, sorry, no, 3 years ago, 3 years ago for sure. And we went there and we pretended to be tourists. Like, we pretended that we were not Georgian, and we all basically spoke in English, and like we whispered in each other's ear when we wanted to say something in Georgian. And we went into this like a restaurant, and people were so excited about us being tourists, not being from Georgia. And yeah, they gave us like, I think, free drinks, and we danced around, and even though the drinks were lemonade, by the way. They gave us free lemonade from what I can remember. And then, yeah, we shot like some selfies together with the guy there. He was like the person who puts on the music, like not a DJ, but the person who's in control of the music, I think. And he was super excited about hanging out with some tourists, and yeah, and then we left. It was super fun. I definitely recommend anyone to go to Gladani. It's like a different world out there. Like the things that you see there you will not see anywhere else, and it is super interesting. Definitely, if you're ever in Tbilisi, definitely go. So Poker Blackjack asks fashionable girls in Tbilisi, and this question really threw me. Like it threw me. Like I don't know how to even end that sentence. It was just like, fashionable girls in Tbilisi. I was like, who? Like who can I say? Obviously other than my friends. Like I'm not gonna say any of my friends. Like don't come for me if you're my friend. I'm not gonna say your name because I think all of my friends are very fashionable. But who I am gonna say is I'm just gonna say one girl, if that's okay, because I don't wanna say I don't think there are many. Her name on Instagram is blah blah ha, and her actual name is Elene, and I know her from Instagram. These are my favorite kind of friendships, by the way, just people I've met on Instagram and then we just talk. It's like the best. And to me, she has the best style. I'm gonna pull up her picture if I get her to agree to be in this video, but I think she is amazing, and she is a mom of 2, so yeah, I don't know how she does it, but she looks like a 15-year-old girl, so yeah, she is definitely amazing. Like I'm looking at her photo right now and I just get so happy. I will link her Instagram down below, and you just have to check it out. Just so happy and so like fun and colorful. So the next question is from Nutsa, and she wants to know what's the best/worst gift you've ever given / received. So this is literally 4 questions in one, and I'm gonna answer them one by, at least try to answer them. You know, I've never thought of this. I've definitely never thought of the worst gift that I've received or gotten is, but I will think about it. The best gift I think I've ever gotten was this little ring that my boyfriend made me from a little toy that we found inside a Kinder Surprise thingy. It was like a cat. Unfortunately, I lost it. I was super sad about that for a while, but I guess another thing that I could say is maybe this is the best gift I've ever gotten. I don't know, all the gifts that he gives me are usually the best because he knows me very well, so he almost never gets it wrong. And then the best gift I've ever given is oh, I can say this. Oh, that's so good. So this is before Christmas and New Year's, and I'm probably gonna post this after, so I can say that I gave my dad an Arduino kit. So if you don't know what Arduino is, it's a very simple sensor system, like that you can code and it can do whatever you want. It comes with like different buttons, like LED lights, microphone sensors, MP3 players, like touch sensors and stuff like that, so you can build. It's like an electronic building starter kit, and I got him that for Christmas because I just think he will enjoy it so much, and I just think it's such a fun project because you can literally, it's a starter kit and you can literally create anything out of it. And I am learning this at the university. I'm learning Arduino at the university. We have to create like alarm clocks or some household objects from it, and I think it's super fun to do that. And I always, you know, tell my dad what I'm doing at the university and ask him advice, and he seemed pretty like interested in that, so I thought I would get him his own thing. And yeah, I think that's the best gift I've ever given. I'm not sure. I also think, you know, making personalized earrings is a very cool idea, and it's a very sweet idea as well. So I gave that to my boyfriend for Christmas this year. Okay, so Design Avenue 1 asks, what is life like in Berlin? What's your favorite thing about it? And this is definitely a really good question, so thank you for asking it. Life in Berlin is like nothing else. Like, it's so amazing. It is the perfect city for me. I think, like, in my mind, it is the center of the world. It's like the New York of Europe in my mind, because it's just so like international. It doesn't seem like Germany at all, and yeah, it's the atmosphere is very friendly and very welcoming, even though it's fucking cold as hell here. My favorite thing about it, I would say, is I get to meet many different people from different backgrounds, and it's like the most interesting thing for me is meeting people from different backgrounds and seeing how different we are and learning through that. And I just love sharing culture and sharing different things that people find weird. It's just like, wow, that is the way to live life, and it just broadens your mind of possibilities that could be there, you know. That is, I guess, my favorite thing about the world in general. It's how different we are and how versatile a human being can be, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But definitely one of my other there are a lot of things that I love about living in Berlin, other than the aura and the atmosphere. I love the transportation system here, the public transport. I mean, I think it's one of the best. Like, it's, no, I don't think, I know for sure that it's the best, and one of the best in Europe. It's just so easy, and it literally gets you directly to the point that you want to go to, so you never have to use a taxi or a car or anything like that, and that makes it so easy for me to get around the city. Another favorite thing about living in Berlin is I would say just the people. It's just so different from Georgia, you know, coming from there. Here it's like everybody smiles to each other on the street, and I know that might not be a weird thing for other people, but for me it was just kind of like, oh wow, like it was such a culture shock for me. People just being nice to each other for no reason, and I love Germany, and I do love Germans, even though they are not the friendliest. Yeah, just the way the city looks is also my favorite. It's so trashy, just like me. It's like, it's literally like if I was a city, I would be Berlin. Like, it's so trashy. It's like things on the street all the time, colorful graffiti every fucking where, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so me. I don't know how it turned out to be so perfectly me, you know. People, before I came here, I had never been here, by the way, when I decided to move here, and people were like, oh, it's so perfect for you, like, it's your city, and I never understood why people said that. I just thought that they said that because they associated me with this, like, party girl, clubbing Berlin thing, and I really am not that, so I was like, well, maybe. And then I got here, and it was like, wow, okay, everyone was right, because it's literally perfect for me, like, literally. So yeah, I could literally go on and on about talking about Berlin, so thank you so much for asking that question. Another question from Design Avenue is, which TV show do you suggest to watch? Oh my god, girl, oh my god, I have so many suggestions. I don't even know where to start. Right now I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm so obsessed. Like, I watch it literally 2 hours every day. Like, I'm lying, like, not 2 hours, like 4 hours each day. I'm so obsessed with it and with the whole drag culture. Like, I want to be a drag queen so bad. I get so inspired by drag queens. They are just the best. And I also watch Pose, and that's amazing. You know, just to list a few, it's Grace and Frankie, of course. Girls, I really love, by Lena Dunham. What else? I have so many TV shows that I love. You know, the classics, I'm not gonna say obviously How I Met Your Mother and stuff like that. You know that one. I am in love with the TV show Younger. It's so interesting. Hilary Duff plays in it, and I love Hilary Duff. And yeah, it's really good. You should definitely watch it if you're into those kind of TV shows. But mainly, I really love comedy. It's one of my favorite things, if not my most favorite thing. So I definitely try to watch things that are just funny, and I don't really watch like serious or sad TV shows, because when I watch a TV show, I just want to run away from the world. It's like I've got enough problems in my life to think about some fictional characters' problems, so I just like to switch my mind off and just see something funny and something that, like, good things happen and nothing horrible is going on. So yeah, all the things that I suggested is just really fun, and yeah, definitely watch RuPaul's Drag Race, because it will change your life. It's so entertaining. Like, it is so entertaining. I have no words, literally. What was your favorite food when you were a child? Okay, so when I was a child, my most favorite food, like, I would say almost the only food I would get excited by was McDonald's. Like, I was so obsessed with McDonald's because I was not allowed to have it too many times, like maybe once a month or something. Yeah, and it was just always like the best moment of my life. I remember one day I I was like reluctant to get out of bed to go to school. I think I was like 8 or something, or like 9, and my dad came to my bed and he was like, if you get up right now, we're gonna have McDonald's before we go to school. And I literally like jumped off my bed. Like, I remember this moment. Like, I jumped off my bed and I got dressed in like 5 minutes and we went to McDonald's. I had breakfast there before school and it was like the best day of my life. So yeah, now that I've grown up, you know, I definitely had that period in my life when I was a teenager where I would eat it every single day just because I could now. So like, I had my freedom and I could eat whatever I want. But now, like, anytime someone suggests to go to McDonald's, I'm just like, please no, like I hate it so much. But I do still eat it sometimes, but I don't really, it's not really my favorite anymore. Next question, Burger Sauce asks, who's your fashion icon? Now, I had to think a lot about this question because, to be honest, I've never really like sat down and figured out who my fashion icon was. Like, I don't really have one that I constantly get inspired of, because really what my style is all about is being different every day. So one day I'm like a tomboy, the next day I'm a princess, the next day I'm an emo. So it's like you can never tell almost what I'm gonna wear. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to have some kind of fashion icons, or I've never needed, or I've never thought of having a fashion icon. But now that you've asked me, my fashion icons definitely from you know, the old days. It's Cher and you know, Jane Birkin, Mick Jagger for sure. And then modern day one, I actually have this one. It popped into my head like right away. It's Jessie Jo Stark, who is she's a rock star. She's literally a rock star. She's in a band. She is best friends with Bella Hadid, you know, no big deal. And she has the best style, in my opinion, in the world. Like, I feel like she's me. Like, I feel like we're the same person almost. But yeah, I adore her, and she's very beautiful, and like every single photo she posts, I'm like fangirling over. So I would say she's definitely my modern day fashion icon. So yeah, that was it. That was all the questions that you guys sent. I hope I answered them. I know I didn't answer most of them. Like, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed and got to know me a little bit. And I'm definitely gonna do another one of these, or another one of those type of get to know me videos. Maybe I will do like 50 facts about me or something like that in the future. Let me know if you're interested in that. Definitely comment down below. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, please, and definitely come back for more. I say that in every video, but there's more exciting stuff coming up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye! By the way, can we just have a moment of appreciation for my makeup? Like, it turned out so good today. I think it looks amazing. I want to shine like a flashlight on myself so you can see the glitter. I used the Jeffree Star palette.